This is Amber French and this is KX News on the Go. Applications are now open for a program focusing specifically on becoming an EMT. Trinity Health is opening applications for their 6-month-long EMT program. This program runs from January until June next year. And Trinity Health says this program provides students with emergency medical knowledge, critical thinking skills, and the hands-on ability that is necessary when it comes to caring for sick and injured patients. Classes will be held on Mondays and Thursdays, and anyone over the age of 18 with a high school diploma can apply.
It builds you up from the very beginning. Hey, here's how you do assessment. Okay, here's a body system. Here's all the things that can go wrong in it. All right, now that we've gone through all the body systems and what can go wrong in there medically speaking, we're going to go into trauma. All right, so if somebody gets in a car accident, these are things we're looking for. If somebody gets in a fight, if somebody gets shot, all those things. And then at the end, they have a final scenario that will run them through and give them a real-life dispatch.
Applications for this program must be submitted to Trinity Health by October 20th. Workers rallied yesterday evening, defending their rights on the job. Union members and labor leaders came together in Bismarck, saying they're calling out billionaires and corporate union busting. They say the rights that workers fought for, like weekends, overtime pay, and 40-hour work weeks, are under attack.
So it's celebrating the victories we've had as workers, whether that be weekends or the 5-day work week or overtime pay if you're working beyond that. Celebrating what we have, but also protecting what we have.
Organizers say that the message that they want the community to take home is when you see a labor union worker, thank them. Millions of Americans who are reliant on Affordable Health Care Act insurance could see their premiums spike. At the end of the year, COVID-era subsidies to Affordable Care Act will expire. The Kaiser Family Foundation predicts the average American using the public option will see their premium spike 75% in 2026. To avoid a surge in costs, some lawmakers say it's necessary to extend the subsidies. Matthew Fleeter, a healthcare policy expert with the Brookings Institute, says inaction is a gamble and warns all Americans to carry the burden.
Insurers are looking at this and saying, well, the people who drop coverage are probably going to be the people who use less care. So they're actually increasing the premiums they charge.
Andre?
And good morning, Amber. And it looks like we've been seeing some isolated shower activity here in the capital city this morning, but we have seen a break from it right now, which is good if you guys got things to do. And temperature is at 47 degrees with the winds out of the north and west at 13 miles per hour. But as we head into the Magic City, we're also seeing those mostly cloudy to cloudy skies, and the temperature is at 45 degrees and the winds are out of the west northwest at 12 miles per hour. And we're also been seeing a little bit isolated shower activity near the Magic City too. Now looking to see what's going to happen throughout the rest of the day today. Well, we're going to be seeing those well below average temperatures. Also, we're going to be watching out for some isolated showers around here. And also we're going to be watching for the frost potential overnight tonight. Now, what's going to be driving all this? Well, we have this area of high pressure that's located to our west, and that's bringing us that northerly flow across the viewing area, right? And that is going to be bringing us the chill throughout the day today and even into the overnight hours. And we also have the cold front and area low pressure that pushed through our neck of the woods yesterday. That is bringing us some of that wraparound moisture here across the viewing area, and that is what's going to enhance the potential for those isolated showers. Now, looking at our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 40s and even some 30s there. We have a 30 square going on this morning between Dickinson Beach, Bowman, and in Hettinger, and in the coolest there in Hettinger at 38 degrees and 40s otherwise, especially here in the capital city at 47 degrees. Now, over the last 24 hours, we have seen a notable dip in temperatures in our western counties, about 5 to 15 degrees cooler than what we were seeing this time yesterday. And this is going to be quite crucial throughout the day today because that is going to be where the bullseye for our frost potential. I'll show you that in just a second here. And our high for today will mainly be in the 50s and even some 60s in our western tier counties. And guess what, folks? These temperatures are going to be running about 15 to 25 degrees below normal. So it's just one of those days that you just want to kind of stay indoors, just maybe even turn on the heat, I may ask, I may dare to say. And once we get into our current storm team radar, we're also watching for the showers around here, and it is including here near the Magic City, near the capital city, and we've been seeing some returns in the eastern portion of our viewing area. Otherwise, we are seeing those dry conditions in the western side of the state. Now, looking at precision cast, we're going to continue to see this potential of some isolated showers throughout the day today, and that's going to continue into the afternoon, into the evening hours, so make sure you have that umbrella and or jacket ready to go. And then once we get into the overnight hours, that's where those conditions will start to clear on out, and that's going to be quite crucial in our temperatures overnight tonight, and we are expecting those temperatures to drop down into the low to mid 30s for the most part, even some other upper 30s to near 40s in our eastern counties, but a good deal of us will see that potential for some frost concerns, and in fact we do have that freeze watch in effect for the western and central portions of our viewing area midnight tonight into 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and this is where we have the greatest confidence in seeing those frost and freeze potential, including here in Dickinson and Williston, not including the Magic City or the capital city yet, but I would not be surprised if it gets colder than anticipated, it will be expanded towards the east. Now, looking here in Williston, we will be seeing those temperatures, however, increase through the weekend and into early next week, with low 80s returning by Monday and then dropping down into the 70s by Tuesday. And that same thing goes here in the Dickinson area too, with breezy winds returning by Sunday. Now, looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing 50s today, 60s tomorrow, then 70s and 80s Sunday into Monday, and then we'll be plateauing into the mid 70s by the time we get into mid portions of next week, which is around where we should be this time of year. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So Amber, have that jacket handy today. It's going to be quite cold.
Oh, I definitely will, Andre. Thank you for updating us on the forecast. This was KX News on the Go. I am Amber French, and thanks for watching.